Yeah, that's how everything goes. Oh, hey, they can hear me. Hi, welcome to West March, guys. Well, I fixed the audio again because I don't. Uh, okay, and they can hear you guys now. Yep. All right, good. All right, like every time. I guess what's starting with me DMing without it being all messed up. Anyway, all right. So our crew is here and ready to continue their expedition deeper and deeper into the dark depths of the terrifying ocean. Um,
Yas, bitch.
as we left off, the party had been dealing with all sorts of different uh, annoying things that seem to keep trying to destroy their little
And you are
submersible. There we go. Jesus Christ. Uh, and as we dial in to the current situation, as the party wakes up and they find their ship kind of like resting at the bottom of the ocean, you see as a few individuals not in the current crew go out and start cleaning off more of the acid algae that seems to keep wanting to dissolve the outside of the ship. That whenever you guys stop, seems to slowly inch its way up and start covering it. But through some repairs and whatnot, you guys are able to get yourself back up and running, and the I guess as at this point in time, someone walks up to you, Etrin, and like has the harness for your shark and is like, "Are you ready?"
Yeah, let's go.
come on, beautiful. You can do it.
Let's get out there.
Um,
Hey, really appreciate this.
so you and Phantasma hook up and start towing the submersible forward into the in the direction that she knows. And as the ship starts kind of cruising along, I guess I'll let you guys pick up if there's anything you want to do before we dive into like
Okay,
the
so
first thing
my
I got.
question is that out of side of the porthole, it's pretty much just black.
There's some like running lights on the ship essentially that give you guys kind of like a 15-foot or so radius and enough to see essentially because you're not that far off of the bottom as you're kind of been trailing down this essentially underground or mountain range, and Phantasma has basically been using kind of like landmarks as she's been going. But yeah,
Um,
other than you guys other than like the lights, there's nothing. It's just dark.
I meant to ask, I really meant to ask Phantasma what we're fucking looking for, but yay.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
I don't think we're looking for anything. I think she's just whoosh, going.
It's just, I mean, you think they can talk up there? What do you think Etrian and Phantasma are talking about?
Well, I mean, if they're both the same animal, I suppose they'd have to be able to speak with each
Yeah,
other.
right? I wonder what they're talking about.
I feel like every couple minutes is just like, man, it's really nice that no one's talking right now. And like, I feel like the crew's wonderful, but holy crap.
Oh man. All right, can I go grab Moby's dick? And I want to just take. I want to. Is Nocturne like actively working on the ship, or can I
I,
find
I
it?
was gonna suggest that we go mount it.
Sheila's gonna come with heavy just because that's blown apart and there's pieces
Yeah.
everywhere. So
If we're gonna do that, we should probably put like. Can we try and put a light on it as well, so we know where we're pointing?
I'm gonna keep an eye out the front window.
So it can only shoot forward?
No, we're gonna put it on a swivel, right?
Okay.
But someone's gonna have to be here using it, right? Unless you can you do a mechanism that like we have to cut into the boat, I guess.
What if we mount it on the outside? Someone can just kind of like hang off the bottom and.
Well, that's what I'm saying is we just mount it on the outside, just so
Oh,
it come out
yeah.
like
Oh yeah, I'm just saying Finn's staying in the sub and like
yeah. I think we should mount it right here.
Finn, give me a perception check.
okay. 19.
Okay. So maybe you notice it before, like they've been out there for a little while and they're kind of it's pretty much like there's just the last few pieces to get it fully assembled, and you see as the two creatures up front are starting to the two sharks, I think we determined. The two sharks up front are starting to um and Etrian, you're noticing this very much so. It's like you're feeling yourself being pulled forward much quicker than you're swimming. And it's kind of at first you're like, "Oh, a current. This is nice." It's like it's making it easier. And then it's like, "Oh shit." And you're watching as they're starting to try and like pull the ship like away from this current, but they're not really they're struggling to get out of it at this moment. And the other three people are now currently up top. You guys are starting to feel like feel this behind you as you're putting like the last bolts in.
I'm
I'm
gonna shoot
guessing-
message
Mhm.
to I want to shoot message to the people outside and be like, come in now.
Working on it.
Doctor, we really gotta get some like better steering on this thing as well, like some 3-dimensional steering.
So where's that 6?
That would require a significant amount more tubing than we currently have at
Well,
our
I'm just
disposal.
saying, I'm just trying to like vocalize that we make a mental list so when we get to this place, we know how to loot.
I don't see anybody coming in. Come in now, please.
Okay.
Coming in.
I turn around and swim right at the window, and then turn into Edrin to the last second and Misty step inside.
Okay. Yeah, Phantasma just follows suit, and you guys watch as the
Dope.
harnesses just kind of like flop down, and they just kind of like trail along the side of the boat. And as
That's
the
probably gonna be bad.
yeah, as the two of you, as all of you kind of like get in at the last minute, you feel the like ship kind of like surge back into this flow, and then it just starts speeding up and speeding up as you are now like cruising along whatever this current. It's going in the right direction technically, but you're just gaining speed and gaining speed as this current's just like.
Are
I
they
want to be at the front watching for anything coming up, ready to cast control water to try to nudge us out of the way of stuff quickly.
Yeah. Like, are there like any like spires or like rocks outcroppings that jut out that might like hit us? Or are we fairly anything that could like?
Sheila also has night vision goggles, so does that work too?
I mean, it does help. Dark vision does help in this. You get a
Yeah.
little bit more distance than like if you didn't have them, because with normal vision you get about 15 feet and that's it. With dark vision you essentially get probably the full width of your dark vision in what would be considered dim light.
Okay. All right, 60 feet. Cool. All right. Do we have any way to try and like steer us out of this?
I don't know. You tell me.
Etrian?
I mean, I can
You
water.
control
I can try
water,
to
right?
control water. Knocked on. If I start shifting us up real fast, can you get us out of this?
I would advise against going real fast. However, yes.
All right, I'll start at a slow speed, and you tell me to speed up or not. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Cast control water and just kind of like slowly trying to guide us up out of the jet stream that we're stuck in.
Give me a. So what happens? I guess what happens is I think if I remember correctly, control water is like 100-foot cube or something like that.
Yeah.
Just uppercut us up.
So essentially what happens is you kind of like you use control water and it kind of takes full control of the boat and you're able to like move it up to where you kind of want it to be, and then when you lose that like that space of where you're going, that like 100-foot cube, you immediately just get sucked back into the
Can I move? I can move it with me, can I, or no? The
maybe.
area.
Let me check. I don't remember. I know we had been kind
Because
of
if I can
losing.
control that cube of water, can I just control it to keep going up with us?
If you can move it, yes. I don't
Because
remember.
I don't know if I can. Choose an area in a large body of water. You can create a 20-foot tall wave that travels. You can raise and lower water. You can part water, redirect flow. I don't know. I don't think it says I can move it anywhere.
I mean, redirecting flow in theory could work because of the way that like the water's flowing through the sort of directional turbine things in the back of the ship, but I don't know how effective that would be.
Yeah. Yeah, we might be screwed here, everybody. I guess I can just keep casting it until we're out, but I would need to go to sleep after that because that would use.
Anybody have an immovable rod laying around?
I feel like that would break something.
Yeah,
I, thi-
that
I feel
seems
like that would just break.
No, I was thinking of just attaching the harpoon to it and then reeling it in.
Yeah, then I'm
Oh.
pretty. Then I think our inertia will just rip off.
Oh, I thought the whole ship might just split in half.
Perhaps.
Just a hole.
I kind of want to know which one happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys
That's
even
a-
have an immovable rod?
No.
No.
That's why I
Oh,
asked
come
if
on.
anyone had one.
All right.
But
try that next time, everybody.
That is an idea. I mean, can we like redirect us downward and maybe like
Well, do we even really know what's going on out there?
no, it's just a faster stream. I'm just afraid of like not being able to stop if something like comes up.
Yeah. Can I try to slow us? No, I probably couldn't slow us down.
I mean, you can within that like space.
Why don't we just keep an eye out, and if we need to move around something, then Etrian can cast Control Water, and
Okay. Yeah, that was my initial idea. But
Well-
where I can just kind of nudge us out of the way of stuff.
Okay.
If we can't get out of it, we can at least try to survive it.
also
Yeah.
everyone please stay close, because if we're about to go head first into like a wall of some kind and immediately die, I can, we'll just leave.
All right, that's a plan.
Right.
My poor tree's gonna be stuck at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it any more than you do. I
That
just don't want to
is-
die.
That's fair.
Finn, that's a good idea. Morbid, but a
Sur-
good idea.
Survival's important.
It is. It
How
very
many,
much
people
is.
how many people are on the boat right now? Can we just have everybody up here just in case the worst happens?
So there's a lot of people on the
Everybody
boat.
die.
I don't
Yeah.
think teleportation technically. I think it has a limit. I don't remember how many.
Wait,
All right,
Me plus 8.
yeah.
and I'll just be over by the tree ready to go.
All right. So
Well, like
which
a-
of the players are not making new characters? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
uh,
This
okay.
is the moment where true allegiances are formed.
Yeah. All right. And they're like,
Gonna have to make a new opening screen.
all right, heavy neck. I'm gonna go up to the steering. If I fuck with the wheel, can I like actually maneuver us left and right?
I mean, based on my understanding of Knockdown's creation, you do have some.
There is some right to left movement. Not a lot,
Okay,
but
that's
like you
fine.
can't
All right.
turn it at a 90-degree angle. Like
All right, so
But the faster you're going, the better you'll be able to angle it.
correct.
all right, I'm gonna stay up here, and then you guys at the because I can't see out this. I'm assuming, right?
I mean, there's a porthole in front of you. So you can see in front of you, like
Okay.
60 feet.
All right.
But I mean, theoretically, the ship's how long? Like 60 feet long.
It's supposed to be like 100-ish feet.
So if
120,
if
like
the,
100 to
the steering
120.
wheel's in the back, you probably can not even see the front of the ship.
Yeah. All right. So.
Well,
I'm
good
gonna
thing
need
I have a
some
loud
eyes.
voice.
I'm gonna need some eyes to tell me if I need to go left or right. All right.
If I were to cast Sunbeam, would it damage our ship? It says creatures in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line has to make Constitution save. So, can I just go through a window?
Let me look it up. I don't know if I've used that spell.
Throw it up
The
there.
brilliant flashes 5 feet. Each creature. So
Concentration for a minute. It's something.
yeah, you can create a new line every time it. Creation.
That's the only sunlight thing that I can do.
I mean, so if you did cast it at someone, it would hurt them, but it wouldn't. I don't see it would damage the ship.
Yeah. Well, all right. I might save that because that is not very. Doesn't last very long.
All right. I'm gonna cast True Seeing, and I'm gonna extend it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sit at the front of the boat, just looking forward.
What do you see? ILC.
Okay. So Finn, give me another perception check. I'll say with it. What? So what is that? What is True Sight? What distance vision does that give you?
Gives me the ability to see things as they actually are for the duration the creature has True Sight. Notices secret doors hidden by magic and can see into the ethereal plane, all out to a range of 120 feet. I also have 60 feet of dark vision normally, so.
So you, by extending it, you have 240 feet of vision.
No, extend. So I would have it for 2 hours.
Oh, you have it for longer time. Okay.
Yeah.
100. Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Was it still with advantage?
I was gonna say if your extended like gave you another like 120 feet, I was gonna give it to you, but I didn't realize for just time. This ship is moving very quickly, so
Hold on, let me use magical guidance and do that again.
Uh,
Fuck.
no!
the ship is moving very fast. So you're okay.
I can
So,
still see 120 feet, so.
so it's all right. So you're shouting as things come up, but you don't have a ton of time before you're
Mhm.
seeing them. So like, it's not necessarily.
When everybody else sees them.
Yeah, I don't think the ship really can move quickly enough to avoid things. I'm going to advise we slow down, if at all possible.
Etrian, if I shout stop, can you stop the boat?
Genuinely don't know, but we can try.
Heavy
There
might
neck,
is
take
still
a
an
few-
anchor. There is still an anchor.
heavy
No,
neck.
I mean, you know what I mean.
You're gonna need to hold on to that anchor if we drop
Agreed.
it.
I'm just
But I
saying.
think that's a good idea. We should look into that.
Heavy neck, give me a captaining steering
captain's?
check. It's
What?
it's like sea vehicles, I think is technically
Yeah,
the
it's a vehicle.
Can I give guidance?
yeah.
All right, so I don't have that. What would you say it is?
You're the captain of a ship. Oh, you don't have it in your sheet. Okay, sorry. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean?
He was so offended.
Yeah, I obviously have the fortitude to be a captain.
So you could either do, I'd say, either dexterity or intelligence plus proficiency. I'd like,
Okay. All right, so it's 11.
because I guess it's do you base it on like your
24.
movement ability? Okay, so even though Finn's giving you like last minute directions, you are able to, with your feeling of the ship, you maybe give it like a little bit of a lead. You're able to avoid most of the minor
Okay.
sort of
So,
stuff.
so as I start avoiding stuff, I'm just gonna yell out and be like, "Man, I'm gonna lean a little bit more wine on these."
Yeah, I'm trying. Shit, I forgot that I could double the distance, but I doubled the time instead. Fuck. Okay. I'm watching. I'm watching.
Sheila's gonna yell, "Why do we need more time?"
Sheila, get on that anchor with Nocturne.
This is going to end very poorly.
I'm into it.
No,
For all I
And
know-
if you don't get out of the way, it's gonna end poorly.
For all I
Really,
know,
what
in
did I
1
do?
hour
that-
and 1 minute,
yeah,
we're gonna
anchor.
run into a wall.
As you say that, you realize that you actually are much quicker than that. You're going to run into a wall, and you see one very quickly approaching. This one you
Stop!
see right at the 120 feet, yeah, because it's very obvious. And you
I
can
wanna
see like the water flows doing this, but you don't necessarily think the ship is going to kind of follow that perfect trajectory. So
I
yeah,
want to use control water over and over again, so it's like always in front of us, and try to slow us down before we get there.
And
Look,
as soon as
I can
as soon
keep,
as
like,
he yells
the brake-
stop, I'm gonna just like swing a hammer at the release for the anchor. It would take a couple seconds to spin out, depending on how fast we're going, and
Well, everybody hang on to something, and then I do it.
and hopefully it doesn't rip out.
Well, I was gonna
Up.
say,
Up.
Sheila,
so,
And slowly try to angle us up.
so as
So we're
Etrian kind of like,
cracking.
yeah, we want to go like.
I'm just at the front screaming at the water.
So what do you want me to roll?
this is a great question. Etrian, I will say, if you're casting control water, you could essentially just stop the boat. And
Okay, I
like,
wasn't sure if we were going too fast, or that would like break the ship or something.
no, I'd say because you have a pretty large space, you could essentially it's not like it's definitely not
It's
comfortable, and I'm sure
uncomfortable,
most
yeah.
people lose their footing, but the ship does kind of stop right before the as you
Oh, yeah,
cast
So
the
Finn-
spell.
so we are out of the current though.
Finn's
You're
definitely
kind
gonna
of in your
slam into the
bubble.
window.
I'm
Exactly.
just staring out the window at the rock, like right in front of my face.
You guys are
Oh
in
my
like a
God.
bubble of not moving water in front of this like rock just sticking up in front of the boat.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
run up to the front, look out
Thank
the
you.
porthole, and go. That was fortunate.
Ow.
Oh shit. I overthought that one, everyone. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
All right, you did it.
That's
You did it.
thank you. Oh, let's.
Good
I need a
job.
minute.
So
We've got about 10, so
Excellent.
can you like baby us over this gap? Because you said it was like a little like kind of where it comes around,
Mm-hmm.
like comes down.
I
Sorry.
mean, the submarine can go up. It does
Well, that's what
have.
I'm saying is like baby us up over.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say using the
And
spell slot, you
this.
guys are able to like go up and kind of ease yourselves up around this, and kind of as you get to the edge of the limit of the spell's like size, you kind of get sucked back into the current, but you're over this wall essentially,
obstacle.
and then back onto the like trajectory that is this. Um,
All right, then I'm just staring out the front window, waiting for the next. I'm gonna try to like.
So I'm assuming that Sheila and I have reeled in the anchor at this point. But
I also.
Extra
All right,
just, like,
cool,
get
we're ready.
rocketed forward and just like whiplash. Clothesline assault. So I'm going to say, does anyone here have a sense as to how large currents such as these can be? I did not do much research on this.
Well, I didn't
I
even
have
know
a
there were
life
waves
view.
underwater.
Joe.
Surprise! I imagine they can be pretty large.
I don't know. Phantasma, you know
Yeah.
these waters.
Does this lead us right there?
Is this
Phantasma
gonna
is like,
slide?
you can tell she's been pacing back and forth this whole time as this has been happening, like probably partially trying to be ready to assist with like the same kind of approach that Etrian's taking, but also like this doesn't make any sense. There wasn't anything like this before.
You think they put up some kind of defenses?
It wouldn't be the city. We're not close enough. I don't see why they would put something like this here. And
Is this leading to one of those rifts you were talking about? Is this gonna spit us out in the water plane?
Oh no.
and you can see like her eyes go big for half a second. She's like, I really hope not.
I also hope that. So maybe we can figure that out somehow.
Could if it's to the water plane, would it be sucking water into it or spitting water out of it?
Yeah, is it behind us?
It the current feels like it's sucking in, but
That's
she,
not.
she's like it could go either
30?
way. I mean, depending on where. Uh, and you can see she's kind of like.
Oh, better not spit us out somewhere else.
God, I can't.
So-
I can't do another plane hop. I don't want to do another plane hop.
I definitely did not bring enough bikinis for this vacation.
Same.
Unpack the game.
So you got it's
Can
going,
we
it's
slowly
going.
work our way out of it?
I only brought the one.
Yeah, can we go like horizontally?
I mean, you can try to like you try to like break it, but it's very like you're struggling because you get to a certain point and then it's now you just have the ship going sideways because it's just there's not enough propulsion in the ship and the steering is only kind of like a
Motherfucker.
you can keep with it, but you can't really like you can kind of like up, down, left, right a little bit, but it's like you're kind of locked within it, and you realize you try and like really get to where you think you try to get to like maybe where the edge of it is, as far as like Phantasm is willing to like maybe
This is
necessarily
like
without
enormous.
losing track, and you just keep it's like it seems like it almost feels like it's everywhere, and then you get to this point where you're like you feel all of you feel as your feet lift off the ground as the boat just kind of goes like and Finn, maybe you don't notice this, or maybe you notice it at the last minute, because it's like you're still following the ground, like you were
Mhm.
at the same height. Then all of a sudden, it's like you all feel this as like you kind of like your feet lift off the boat, and you get this feeling, this sensation of floating as the ship is now just like tearing down, like
Oh, great.
Oh, this is the drop off.
um,
No.
and you just all kind of like float in the boat for half a second, as it like just kind of like it does this like hard thing. Everyone give me a dexterity saving throw as the boat just kind of like jerks down.
Um,
Son of a bitch.
No.
That wasn't bad.
So anyone below 15 is going to take this full damage.
Yeah.
Anyone above a 15 takes half of that.
18.
Yeah, so 9 if you saved. So I think the only people who didn't are Etrian and Heavy Neck. As you guys just like eat it into the deck of the boat. Um,
Ugh.
God damn it.
I expected a little more from you, Heavy. As Sheila puts her hand down to grab him.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
and then as that
Must be
happens,
really
like,
huge.
go ahead.
yeah, I'm watching intently out the window to see what the hell's happening next.
Can I'm Heavy Neck's gonna scramble right back to the steering wheel.
Okay. Finn, you see it as like the boat kind of like surges down and like keeps following this, and then all of a sudden you all kind of feel the momentum kind of like slowing, and then
I
it
do
just
not like this.
and then the ship just kind of like settles to the ground, and like you still only have that like everyone other than Finn sort of you have that like 60-foot dark vision, 15-foot without it. Finn, you have a little bit more. You have the 120 feet, and as you're kind of like looking around, you can see like you catch it first probably. There seems to be like mounds of what seem to be stone. You make out it's true vision, so you see obviously you see it's mounds of stone.
Okay.
um,
Goddamn true vision.
and so it's mounds of stone, and you're kind of like as you're looking up, you realize you're kind of in like what seems to be some sort of cavern, underwater cavern maybe, because it seems like it's fully surrounding you, and as you're kind of like looking around, it's you see it. It seems like it encompasses most of the entirety of this, except for like one direction. But that direction, like where the ship kind of landed, encompasses the ship, but the direction that you can see seems almost too small for the ship to go through. It's like it'd be a tight squeeze at best, and you don't, as far as your vision can see, it seems like it might get a little bit like too small to essentially get the boat through. So you're kind of in this cavern, and then you look behind you and you can see the like tail end of the stream of water just kind of like flowing, and it almost just like dissipates into this area.
So are we walking from
We're
here?
trapped.
Yeah, we're in a cave. I'm not sure how much farther forward we can go. I think we could fit, but I don't know what's on the other side of this, and I don't want us to get stuck, obviously.
Should we investigate this outside of the ship, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, we could just. Yeah, let's go see.
I'm up for a walk. Getting a little
Hey,
cramped.
Nocton, is that design detachable or is it fixed onto the boat
Design of what?
of the Moby's dick?
Movies.
I had not intended to remove it. If someone wants to carry it, I suppose I can.
Heavy's just gonna point at Sheila. Babe, you okay with this?
Put it in the Bjorn.
Oh my god.
All right, let's. Ah, fuck. All right, I guess I can't use my guns.
I love how you guys just attached it to the boat just to take it off.
Well, now that we're stuck in a cave and we have to go investigate, might need it.
Fuck something up.
Heavy, are you really gonna use scimitars out in like the water?
No, I was just thinking if this. I had an old rapier lying around somewhere and I don't know where it is.
Hold on. And Finn's gonna pull out his
I haven't-
2+2. He's gonna pull out his 2+2 daggers and be like, "Why don't you use these today?"
What the fuck? You have these? These are really nice.
Yeah, I know, but and I'd like them back, please, at the end of the day. So just don't die. If
I mean,
if you die, I will loot them from your corpse.
have no like. I'm not even surprised by that statement.
Yeah, so please just don't die and don't lose them.
You can
Don't
have,
throw.
okay,
Do not throw. Do not
Fit.
throw.
Finn, real talk. You can have whatever's on me, but Sheila gets the safe. But
It,
two
well,
plus two daggers, cool.
Leave the fucking swords here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take them. Do you see me taking them?
I don't. But
You
you
guys
know, I
watch
just
as Nocton just like
By
is
the way, thank
rummaging
you.
around, just like collecting all sorts of random bits and bobs. You have no idea what he's collecting.
All right, cool.
You're definitely gonna notice that I rip a couple small tanks off the wall and put them into my bag of holding, though.
Thanks.
curious.
Yeah,
You use
like
bag of holding
small like
like
metal
air
containers.
applications,
You don't know what's in them,
or-
and I don't say unless you ask. But
Can you open a bag of holding underwater?
I'm not. I mean,
You
it
can
would
open any
fill.
bag underwater.
Still, yeah.
Will the water go into the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Is, I guess the important question. Yeah.
It's a vacuum, right?
Yeah.
It's so. I mean, theoretically,
It's more
bag
like
of holding
its own
is like
plane.
I've always understood it to have this idea of you purposely put things and take things out of it, so it's not
Yeah,
like
it's activated.
yeah.
Is magic, so that's cool.
So you could open it and not like it's not like you're gonna open it and drain the sea into it because if I let
Yeah.
that happen, you guys would. So
We would. You're right.
problem solved. We don't need the photo anymore.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then yeah, I grab my bag of holding two from my pile of crap.
I do this.
Nice.
All right, ready?
I'm ready to go.
So as you all start journeying out of the ship and making your way towards this tunnel, you it does get smaller as you go, and it gets to the point where it's probably about 30 feet around, and it's not like perfectly circular. It's very much like
Like a cavern.
yes, yeah, thank you.
Yep.
And it is once you guys get past the boat, it is pitch black. Um, so I don't know. Does everyone have dark vision? I don't remember.
I would like to
Yeah.
cast.
I have goggles.
I didn't
I would
realize I had daylight as a spell for a druid, so I didn't pair it.
I would like to cast light on my boomerang, which is strapped to my back.
Okay. So with that, the area
Which-
lights up, and you are all
Yeah.
able to see regardless.
Good.
And it is much more comforting once you put the light up because now you can see, and it's not just pitch black. Um, and it is like it's like it's the black obsidian like cavern. It's the same type of rock you guys have seen most of this time, but the bottom of it is like white sand, whitish, um, yeah, sand. And you kind of journey, and it goes for it's like it's one tunnel or one cavern. Yeah, one tunnel. There's no like exits or entrances or other choices. It just kind of goes and then weaves to the right, then kind of like weaves to the left a little bit. And it seems like relatively a natural cavern. And after about I don't know, maybe you'd say you've probably walk slash swam depending on what you're doing a mile ish. Um, you realize you maybe you get toward close to like a corner, and Finn, you notice this is there's a light source coming from not you.
Okay.
Um, so you guys you get to a corner, you see a light around the corner.
Um, is
That's-
it within my field of vision?
So because you can see, you could essentially see through stone.
I don't.
And you can't penetrate surfaces. You can see everything that is within your space. It's not X-ray vision, but it's
Okay.
like you. But you will be able to see through any illusions, magic. That is
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Okay. So you just essentially see the light. Everyone else can kind of see like maybe a dimmer version of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm not seeing like a giant anglerfish or something.
No, you don't see that. It's just light being, and it's dim, but you notice it very clearly that it's just it seems like it's probably coming from somewhere further down the cavern, and you're getting just like the tail ends of whatever's being lit up further down.
Interesting. All right. Well, there's light down there. It's quite a ways. Shall we?
How big is it?
I mean, it's hard to say because I'm not entirely sure how far it is.
Good point. All right, let's just. Is there only one way to go? Yeah.
Yeah, it's only one way.
All right. Well, proceed with caution.
Check it
I'm
out.
not seeing any magic doors or anything or ethereal bullshit.
I think it's just gonna be a bunch of "I'm gonna eat you" bullshit down here.
Just a sort of point of order. What exactly is our goal here, and what
Make
happens
sure
if
that we can get
we?
the ship out.
Right, but okay.
Have
I
you
mean,
not? We need you
the
to
ship's
make
safe
it.
for now.
Yeah.
Proceed.
I think this is just an everyone's legs are kind of cramped, and that boat's feeling real small.
Collins with the boat, right? With Phantasma.
Yeah, the rest of the crew stayed.
Okay, good. So
Eh,
at least I don't feel that bad with leaving it unattended.
We're not gonna come back and it's gone.
I feel bad. I do not want to leave it.
As always, worst case,
Well, I
come
know
to
it's
me and we'll go back to the boat.
Right. The 5 of us will survive.
Well, no, I mean we'll go back to the boat. There's only
What?
6 of us out here.
Uh,
so much.
Did Phantasma come with us?
no, she stayed in the
Okay.
boat.
All right. There's only 5 of us out here.
Yeah, we're
fine.
fine.
Um,
We got water breathing, like the move like half speed. It's great.
So you guys make it around the corner, and you can see now. Now all of you can see essentially this light coming, and it gets brighter. It's one of those like, if you've ever been in like a very dark area and looked into a very bright area, it's hard. It's really hard to make out details for most of you. Finn, you see what seems to be like a uh two like street lights or something of that nature. They're very bright, very bright. And like but you can see like two street lights and then like it seems to be like a little kelp shrub and then like a door that's like very white and like almost like white stone built into the end of this cave.
Um. I'm not entirely sure how to describe this, but there's 2 lights and a door ahead.
A
Um.
door.
Would I be able to see this at this point, or is it
So it's very bright. If you guys want to make a perception check,
right? Okay,
if you can beat a 15, you will also be able to make
better
this
be
out.
15.
Hey,
Jesus
nat 20.
Christ.
Yeah.
All right, so you can all see this once Finn kind of pointed out, except for Sheila. It's just very bright, Sheila. Maybe it's because you still have your night vision goggles on, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Flies.
I never take them off.
um,
Yeah, you see that? It's a little door. There's like 2 lights and there's a door.
Well, did you knock on it?
No, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
it's probably, I don't know,
I'll knock on
300
it when
feet.
we get there.
It's probably
Well,
like
Finn,
100,
you know I can't see.
100 feet in front of you at this point. Like, it's not that far. You can get
Yeah, I
there.
mean, we'll knock on it when we get there.
Uh,
I was afraid it was going to be like hostels. I was going to turn us invisible, and I was going to waste my
Question.
7th level
What's
spell slot.
behind the door?
Was it like a nice door or
Yeah, it looks like a nice enough door. I mean, I don't
With the
really.
knob and everything?
I'm not like a door connoisseur.
so
It
yeah.
could be.
Do I notice anything else about this cavern? I know there's not a lot to see, but I'm assuming that the bright light is illuminating some things around it.
It's so the cavern up until this door is very nondescript. It's just a lot of that like shiny black obsidian type stone that seems to be kind of like built in, and it's yeah, it's just very smooth. I guess how about this? Give me an investigation check. Let's see if you pick up on anything.
19.
Any algae? That's
So I guess maybe that's the first thing you notice is there is, other than what you can see what seems to be two shrubs up front, like in front of you. There's no plant life anywhere on this, and The other thing that kind of maybe you pick up on that is almost it's interesting is the fact that you don't see anything, is you don't see any sort of disturbance or footsteps or anything going up to this door in front. Like it's almost like perfectly smooth. And you look back and you realize all of the sand that you'd been walking on up until this point was perfectly smooth, and only your footsteps are kind of like you see them behind you. So this is very like just pristine, like almost like you're used to seeing the ocean bottom and it's got kind of like the waves hit and stuff and you like it's never perfectly smooth, but this is in front of you from you to the door is like an ice skating rink, just like
I'm gonna say this is no longer natural. This is purely artificially
Like it's been worked.
created.
I mean, it's
So what's
very
behind?
unlikely that it's going to be a monster.
Well, I can tell you it is not an illusion. That's all I can tell you.
That's good, or else we're all having the same hallucination.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what you're seeing, but yeah, no, this, as I described it is as it is.
All right.
Those two shrubs, you think they're something? Should I shoot them? Or should we not shoot them because maybe
I think
somebody's
we
watching them?
should-
I feel like there's no way this could be a monster. What creature would evolve into looking like the front door of a house in our societies?
No, but there's shrubs.
Yes, camouflage is a very standard evolutionary trait.
Yeah, but how would it know to turn into this?
No, but maybe it just exists there waiting to trap someone.
Sheila, you got my back.
Yeah, of course. Let's do
Alright,
that.
I'm gonna walk up and
You
knock
knock on the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go knock on the door.
okay. So you guys walk up. The shrubs don't move as you get close to them, Finn. And you knock on the door, and you hear this
Yeah.
like echoing on the other side, which is really interesting. Um, and then you hear like a pause for a moment, and then you hear someone from the other side say, coming."
Yes.
Did you hear someone say coming?
Yeah.
And it
Yes, I did.
sounded like not a monster at all, like a human or a subhuman or intelligent creature.
I mean, they were speaking common, so
And as you're all just kind of like standing there idling for like, it's only like maybe, I don't know, how long does it take for someone to open a door?
Couple of seconds or a minute.
Yeah, so maybe it's like 15
old
seconds.
lady.
It's a little bit longer than if like you'd assume someone was standing near the door, and then eventually someone comes to the door and kind of opens it up, and you see standing on their other side it seems to be uh, so the first thing that throws you off is they open the door and you can see it's kind of got like a little bit of a waviness to it, and then you realize it's because at the door frame it's air on the other side. That's not water. But it's not like when they open the door, it doesn't go flooding in. And Finn, I don't know how far True Sight goes, but you pick up that there's definitely you kind of maybe see like a tiny magical barrier there that's preventing the water from like going through it. And on the other side is a tall, elven-looking woman in like a chic blue dress with like long blonde hair, just kind of like standing there smiling, and is like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting visitors. Come
Finn's just
in."
gonna look at her.
Don't
Finn's gonna look at her and be
feel
like, "Wild."
Sheila's gonna look and be like, "Is that dry in there? Can we go in?"
Hey, come in, come in, come in.
Yeah, try it. Sheila, go. It's air.
Um, so as you all kind of like enter into this area, you step into it, and it's like you probably have all maybe been into some of the like nicer homes and up on land. It's very mimicking of that. Like you walk in and it's a very grand entryway, and you kind of like look. You walk in through the door, and maybe one of you was perceptive and immediately looks to the side to see like there was stone. What's there now? And you can see like the the wall of the door seems to like continue along, so almost as if like it was built right up against the stone. It's not built into the stone. Um, so it's like a fully encased. You can't see any of the outside except um, as you walk in, it's this big, large entranceway, and you can see like two large staircases that kind of go up in this like mimicking fashion. Fuck, what the fuck? You have two staircases going up to the like top second floor, and there's like it's like a fully open concept entryway with like couches and chairs and like tiny little like tables next to them, and there's a fire going on one side that is clearly magical because the fireplace doesn't, it's just the fireplace, like, and there's no exit
Like
for any
Stoner has their TV onto the fuel log.
basically. But it is like the it is after stepping out of the freezing cold ocean, it is very warm. It feels almost too warm in here, but it's like actually a comfortable temperature. Um, and as you kind of like look around, you see windows that are depicting definitely magical in some fashion because they're depicting uh, like a sunny day somewhere, you assume. And yeah, that's it.
So
It's a very
what
gorgeous
I
entryway.
what I oh that's why you can hear me. Sorry, my mic fell off. Um, would I know what race this creature is?
They very much look elven.
Okay.
Like I
Like
all
like
of
I would be able to infer that it is a sea elf of some sort.
no, like straight up high, they look like a
Right.
high elf if you had to
Oh,
like pin it to like
oh,
an elven race. Yeah.
interesting.
What's your name?
It-
What's your name? Thank you for
What-
taking.
Where are my friend's manners? My name is Finn, and what is your name?
Hi, I'm Ella. And she like reaches her hand out.
Sheila's just gonna throw her hand right through the crowd and grab it.
um,
This is my friend Sheila. This is Heavy Neck, Etrian, and Nocton.
Nice to meet ya.
Thank you for allowing us into your home.
oh well, I don't get visitors very often down here.
Can't imagine why.
This is
Do
a
you
treat.
know where you are?
I do, yes, I do. I know. Why would an elf be down in the bottom of the ocean, right? Yeah, I know. It's
Yes. Why
Well,
would
I-
they?
I
Funny-
am
funny
more
you should ask.
concerned with how.
How many visitors are you getting?
it's a figure of speech. Really, I haven't seen anyone come to my front door.
That's what I was imagining. I was just making sure.
Oh, and you can see she's
It's a
thinking
pleasure to
about it, and
meet
she's
you.
like, "It's been a long time," and she's just gonna like,
Are you trapped down here?
"Oh
Or do
no,
you just like privacy?
bingo."
Oh, well, we're very sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, it's just the normal day-to-day busyness that is frustrating. But interesting individuals like yourselves, I couldn't pass an opportunity like this up. So come. And she's
Hmm.
like, "Do you, tea? Do
Yeah,
you like
yes,
cookies?
please.
Sit."
Yes.
And you can see
Yes,
she
ma'am.
like she gestures, and you can see Finn. You see it. Maybe everyone else doesn't. I don't know what. It's the spell Unseen Servant. So Finn, maybe you see like a
Yeah, I think
ghostly
I would see it.
outline
My
of a.
passive perception is 23, so I hope I'd see something.
You maybe
Whether
catch like.
even if I don't see the thing, I might see whatever it's doing.
So you definitely see what it's doing, which it's like it's putting like it go. This like ghostly figure comes like walking into the room with like a tray. So it essentially looks to the unseen eye, it looks like a tray's floating. To Finn, you see there's an unseen servant.
Finn
like,
can see into the ethereal plane right now, so he would probably see just like a collection of like ether just kind of moving and doing things.
Knocked on. You immediately pick up on this floating tray, and you probably catch maybe it looks like it's being balanced by a hand. It's not floating. But yeah,
More of an organic movement than like okay.
um,
I'm going to sort of just say one more time, and you can all sort of like if you look at me, my face. I don't look concerned. I more look curious than anything else. Like I'm not really worried about the situation. I just say I'm again. I'm wondering if you can explain how.
Ella, this is wonderful.
Yeah, what he said.
sit. Thank you. I'm sure you all have lots of questions. How? I mean, I guess the easy answer is magic, right?
well, of course. But uh, understood.
What
What
led
what
you to be down here though? Like,
what is this
Yeah.
ethereal being serving us tea? This is wonderful.
Oh, you could say this is Alfred. He's one of my
Oh, he's a
favorites.
name. I love that.
They all do, and you can see maybe another one off in the distance, like cleaning something, Finn. Um, and you can see like maybe you catch like a few more of them moving around the house.
Finn's just gonna wave hello.
What are you waving at, Finn?
Is it, never mind. It's take too long.
deep sea madness. Keep
He
an eye
gave
on
me shit
Finn.
about my menace.
Uh, it's so she looks back at you, knocked on, and she's like, "Have you ever heard of the oh, who's the one who came up with it? I'm blanking on the actual spell. Hold on.
Magnificent mansion.
Yes, I forget. It's there's a specific wizard it's
Yeah.
named after.
Mordenkainen?
Mordenkainen.
Morcanian.
Is it
Yeah.
Mordenkainen? Okay.
Mordenkainen?
Uh,
Or something. Mechanians.
Morden something's magnificent mansion. I essentially tweaked the original spell to make it a little bit more permanent, but it's very nice, you know, and it's just
Fascinating.
But
I
why
wanted
did
somewhere
you?
where no one could bother me while I worked.
So yeah,
Working
May
on
I
you
may
working.
I ask what you're working on?
Oh, oh, of course, of course. How rude of me. Uh, and you see, she kind of like um, hold on. She like waves her hands, and a an image kind of starts like coming up in front of all of you, and let me look up something real quick. What I was about to do.
Oh balls, are you doing an illusion? Shit.
So Ben can't see it.
Somebody describe it to me.
check this out.
Oh, that's so funny. Uh, that's hilarious, actually.
So would you be able to like see her pulling ether, but you just can't see what she is making?
I think so. Yeah.
Is that how that works? Man, I bet you. Or can you just like do true sight in one eye?
Yeah.
And then that way the other eyes.
That would be good.
That would be
Maybe
even
next-
funnier.
Maybe next
That's
time.
an excellent idea. I will put this in my idea book.
So yeah, so Finn,
The next one's gonna cost you a Nocton.
so I feel like you can see through illusions, but it doesn't mean you. I feel like it would defeat the purpose if you just saw, like, if there were just nothing there. So I feel like you can see it, but maybe it's not as clear because it's like an outline versus like.
That
Fair
are
enough.
super.
Also, feel free to tell me when my 2 hours is up.
I'd say you're getting close to it because I mean you had it up for it was probably about an hour of boat ride, and then the walk here is probably another half an hour or so, and you're probably like a few minutes of getting here. So like maybe you got like 12, 15 minutes left.
Okay.
But yeah, she essentially like creates this big illusion, and you can see her kind of start like manipulating, and she's like, I so I'm working on trying to uh control the ocean, you could say. And I figured what better place to do it than in the ocean,
What to
right?
control the ocean?
Well, I mean, isn't it so interesting that like currents can just take you away and move you in such an aggressive speed? What if we could
Everything's-
take that
Hmm.
and use it to move boats and ships exponentially fast across the ocean?
You
I've been
wanna
working on it
create
for years.
Your own. You want to create your own like slipstreams?
Exactly. So,
That's
Could,
cool.
could I make a suggestion? You're gonna want to watch out for obstacles
oh,
like walls, etc.
Oh.
We may or may not have fallen into one of your currents on the way here
oh
and
no, oh shoot.
catapulted directly into a wall. We're fine. The ship's fine, but
Well,
we're
that helps.
Well,
but anyone else may have had a bad time.
I never I guess I never really thought there'd be anyone in this area that would be affected by it. Oh,
I
shoot.
feel like that's a
Are
fair
you using the
assumption.
currents to just send fish your way?
Well, it's just, I mean, it started. So apparently you've experienced it, and I apologize for that.
Yes, it was quite effective.
Works.
It was quite
Wonderfully
effective.
efficient.
Very, very impressive.
Wonderfully
It'd be a
efficient.
fun ride.
I need to know what were you are you on a how are you underwater?
Well, our friend Etrian here allows us to breathe underwater.
I can naturally breathe underwater.
You can?
All right.
Yes.
The fuck?
You don't never put that together.
And I say it was wonderfully efficient. We traveled here in a creation of my own design and many of
Which is
these
also quite
people's here
impressive.
assistants.
Interesting. So it was like a boat?
It is it was a boat.
It was a boat.
If
It
you,
is
you
now
take a boat,
something-
you cover it up and you sink it on purpose, and that's it.
It now might be a permanent fixture of this cavern here.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
was,
unfortunate. I am.
Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Can you turn the stream off for a bit?
Could you redirect it so that we can get our boat out?
You can see she's thinking. She's like, I don't know if I thought about turning it around. That's a good point, though. I should work that into this.
Hey,
Control is a very broad term. There's
Doctor,
a lot of stuff.
Doctor, while she's thinking, I got another idea. We should have slipstreams that then go to gates where we can like zip around the ocean, like be on the other side of the world in like
If
2
if if we are able to create gates, then we were able to create intraplanar travel as well.
That's what I'm saying.
I like the way you think.
Are you talking about stargates?
I guess. I don't know.
They would be
Ocean
sea
gates?
gates.
Sea gates, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
ocean.
yes.
They would store your data
Think about
and
it, we
then
could
would
be
transmit
anywhere,
the
wherever
data
we wanted.
to the other sea gate.
So strangely, I seem to remember some Gith talking about something like that, but
Did we? Fuck.
no, I don't think they had it yet. I remember them. I think they were conceptualizing it.
Shit. Well, we probably ought to have thought of that.
I mean,
she's just sipping her tea and like is very intrigued at your conversations.
to
Sorry,
my
we get
to my
off
knowledge,
very quickly.
to my knowledge, I don't believe they figured it out, but I do recall somebody at least conceptualizing it.
Well, that is.
Well,
I'm glad you told me. I had no idea that they were getting that progress. Fuck. Anyway,
well, I'll
Ella,
put a pin in that for right now.
Ella, we came here in a ship that could sail underwater, and we got it stuck. Is there any way you could help us?
I would feel
I know
awful
it's
if
a
I
lot
didn't.
to ask, and like, I mean, you got us in. The tea is fantastic. I really appreciate it. But like, we also, I mean, I gotta think of the other people that are just kind of like hanging out on the boat right now.
Oh, there's more
Not
of it. Oh,
sipping tea.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
So
that makes
it's-
sense. Probably. a
Yeah,
big
people
ship.
know we're here. Is
Yeah.
they're waiting for
So
us.
wait.
Take that in casually.
uh, sorry. Go on. That one got me.
I was gonna say, can we contact them and tell them where we are right now and that we're not like dead?
Yes, I believe I had created a bunch of sending stones at one point, so someone probably has one.
I have a rocky talkie in my hand. I'll
All
call.
right. Yeah.
Did
Can
you say a
go
rocky
talk to them?
talkie?
Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
A rocky.
That's absolutely something Sheila would come up with.
Sheila, I'm going to patent that name. I hope you know.
Yeah.
Can you call another Rocky?
This is Mama Bear out.
Talon's like,
Bosom, are you there?
yeah.
Those
What
are-
the hell's going on? You guys been gone for like a half an hour. How long
We
is that
ended up
camp?
in a bear trap right now, so we're gonna be a little disposed.
Are you alright? Do you need more help? A bear trap? What? Why is there a
Oh,
bear?
we got it.
Sheila, I need more details than that.
You
Oh,
should not-
we're just at
dude.
we're just at
Talon,
it.
Talon, don't fuck with him because he can get worked up.
Gonna
Did you want to say that to Talon?
What? No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Are you guys okay? When are you getting back?
Yeah, we're good. We're just we found a house down here, so we're gonna see
All
what
right.
that's
You
about.
know what? Screw you, Sheila. You're fucking around with me, and you just hear it hit the ground, and he like you maybe you hear as it like
I
disconnects.
feel
Like
like he throws it.
apparently they found a house, and he just like
Asshole.
It's just floating there.
She's gonna look at him and she's that's the fifth time he's done that to me this week.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's cute.
So
I mean,
Ella,
is this
please,
really the weirdest thing we've ever found?
Ella, please tell us more about your work.
Yeah.
I've been working on it for I say years. It's probably been decades now. But essentially, I apparently experienced my masterpiece. That's where most of my work has been. Is just trying. It's working bits and pieces of. I'm sure, and she points to you, Etrian. She's like, you probably know the control water spell, but like
I was gonna ask.
working to create it to be massive and just as large as possible and getting it to run on its own and just
Can you
I,
teach me that spell?
it's I guess it's not just one spell.
You do it
It's
over ritual over and over again.
yes, exactly. It's taken a lot of practice. I mean, if you
So is that like a permanent fixture in the ocean now?
yes, I
Oh,
like I said,
holy shit!
I didn't
Wow.
think anyone would necessarily be affected by it besides maybe some
This is very
fish.
impressive.
How did you find this place?
I just I was looking for an area that would not be disturbed, and everyone speaks of this mountain range as such a terrible place that I
I
figured.
just came here. Have you not like? And you haven't experienced any problems?
Well,
But
I mean,
you
this
know
is
shit about it.
pretty. I searched for a while. This isn't actually the first location I
Hmm.
decided on. The first location did not work out as well.
Do you work with anybody?
No, just me. It,
Wow, that is impressive. Then there's
I
almost.
find I work better by myself, so I just
Oh, fair enough.
Well, you just tell us that we're outstaying our welcome.
Oh no,
Yeah.
like I said, it's nice to have company. I need to talk to some people sometimes, right? Or else I'll really just become. It'll defeat
I
the
mean,
purpose why I'm
You
here, right?
go crazy
if you're
eventually.
lying, you could always contact us.
Oh, that's good to know.
But yeah, I keep coming back to the ship. We need to get it unstuck.
So,
Is,
I
is there any way you could help?
I definitely want to help. Let's see. There's got to be a way
I mean, how
here.
did you get the water to have like that kind of speed? Can you just like put it underneath where our ship is and just
Come with me. Let's go to my lab. And she like starts like walking up
Lab,
the
and I
stairs.
just like literally, I had been like
you could
picking up
imagine
random
that.
trinkets that were like on some table. I literally just drop them and start following.
uh,
No, no.
I
you
I feel like Finn's true sight is gonna like start to flicker and just fade as we're walking into the lab, and he's gonna be like, "God damn
could, pretty much.
Timing.
You heard the L word.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's about this time where that fades and you guys start walking up, and maybe you picked up on this in the magical nature of this building. Um, it does seem like it's not an illusion, but it is an illusion. But it's not. It's a weird spell to begin with. But um, you guys, as you ate the food, it did sustain you. Like you feel it like in your belly and everything. Like so. But walk up a set of stairs and like kind of like you can see. It's funny considering her saying that she lives alone. This place is fucking massive. um, but she like rounds a corner and you can hear hustling and bustling of nothing essentially, but you see
Not
like
even a cat.
you see like a duster like doing stuff, like a duster just floating there like dusting something, and then um, maybe like a table being moved around, uh, and things are happening, but all look like they're just happening on their own. And she goes down kind of like a hallway and then um, gets to kind of what seems to be like the end of a hallway. It opens like a big door, and as it opens up, it's like a very another very large room, but this one is a lot less. Whereas the rest of the house is very pristine and has a lot of um, it's very meh, like very classy, I guess you could say. You walk kind of down a set of like stairs, maybe 6 stairs, and you like hit the floor of this place, and it is far less clean. You can see there's dust in different spots. There's I'm gonna say like whiteboards for lack of a better description. Like with just like anyone who knows like any type of arcane spell casting or anything like that, you can see they're like runes and all sorts of like just massive, huge spells and things and like diagrams and drawings, and you can see like a table with beakers and arcane components, and like you see a big, huge tank of water uh, that currently has like a flow circling in it just consistently. Um, and she just kind of like gestures you in and starts walking down towards the center like table with a bunch of books and whatnot, like notebooks, and starts like flipping through stuff. And she's like,
Are
"Hmm,
you a wizard or a scientist? Or both?
both? I
That
guess.
line is really thin.
I mean, by by practice, I'm a wizard, so that would be
I'm gonna
Interesting.
turn to Heavy Neck and be like, I'm not sure I agree with that statement.
What? They had to study to go like get the knowledge.
Hmm. Perhaps I could be convinced.
Whereas boys go to Jupiter to get more
I'm,
stupider.
I'm just saying, like,
Exactly.
like they both go about it kind of in the same process for what I mean.
Lots and lots of study.
Fast knows. I
Hmm.
just stab things and shoot things.
This is astounding.
and you can see she
I
just.
have so many questions.
I mean, go ahead. She's like flipping through things. This is gonna take me a little bit to try and think of how to turn it off. I've worked so hard to turn it on, or to reverse it. Anyway,
Or what if you just kind of like split it in two and like a little hole and we can just go up through that?
that could work.
Are there any other exits from this cavern? We did not ask the simple question yet.
Yeah. That's true.
No, unfortunately, partially for my own, I guess you could say, safety. I found having a dead end essentially, or having something that's kind of out
And you've
of the
never
way.
had large predators end up in your cavern? Or is that the food that we see you eating?
Oh no, that's all. That's the food is magical. I would never eat anything that I find down here. Most of the creatures are not like your typical delicious seafood. Uh, no, I do go out and clear out the area to make sure there's nothing kind of in the general. I assume, based on what you described, the size of the ship, it's probably sitting in the area where I do a lot of my external experiments, but I will go out there and kind of clear out anything. It also the it's a bit of a drop to get in here, and most creatures don't necessarily.
I
And
have another question.
shoot,
Are you able to harness this technique you have developed to be focused on a stationary object and controllable in some way? As in, could I use it for propulsion in my new watercraft? Our new watercraft.
Thank you, Nocton. I like that. They appreciate it.
she pauses for a little bit, and she's like, "Hmm, I never really. I guess the spell itself that I've been trying to manipulate is stationary. So I never thought about, I guess, trying to make that move. Oh, that would have been a better place to start in hindsight.
That is
Well,
okay. This is
learn.
how the exploration and experimentation process works. I am from another plane and I did not plan everything and I ended up here.
She laughs. She's like, another plane. I will say, I have not necessarily seen your race in all very often. I'm trying to think, are there any
I would be
Vidalkins on
more
the.
concerned if you had.
Yeah. Uh, interesting. Anywho,
How much of the surrounding area have you explored actually, or is it just this cavern?
it's majority this cavern. I did some. Like I said, there was a previous spot that I thought was good that wasn't good, and then there's I did some other scouting on my way down here, but once I settled in here, this seemed like the primo space. Uh, and I wasn't really necessarily adept at like large amounts of exploration necessarily.
Mm.
Uh, she starts like flipping through more books, and she's like, I just there's so many different
Would it be
options.
better for propulsion or would it be better for like steering or both? Probably both.
It would be difficult to manipulate the spell to move, though.
What if
Well,
what if we
perhaps
had
you
two
could
things
have
that did both?
multiple points of
Then it's like
anchoring the spell, and each one is a single direction, and you could utilize that to create vectors of movement.
that's what I'm saying.
What if you had two things attached to the back of the boat, and you can have that to suck in the water, and you can turn those things.
Oh,
Have it like
fascinating.
loop down around itself.
Etrian, you are smarter than I thought.
I don't know if I should be insulted by that or not.
That was meant to be a compliment. I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I was envisioning using the water as propulsion. However, Etrian suggests to simply use it as a pass-through and allow it to suck water in from the front and blow it out to the back, and that could work
That's
in many ways.
That's a portal. That's not
Like-
Then you can have it come in through a tube.
Control water would be
Like a
would you
monorail.
Just need it going out the back.
Yeah, how does the spell function? Does it need a source, or does it have to have water all around?
So it doesn't. Typically, it's used when
works
there's
exactly like
water everywhere. And the way I've been manipulating it is to use the water that's there and essentially create the flow through it. It.
So if I were to create a ring, could you anchor a spell on it that would allow us to create a current through the ring?
that, but it has to push us in a direct.
I have a process here, Heavy Neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a sit. This is gonna be a while.
You can see her kind of like thinking and moving and like, I could try. And she like flips one of the whiteboards over to like the blank side and starts like scribbling runes on it. And it's just like,
I'm gonna go over to one of the whiteboards that has things written all over it and start to erase it, and then stop and be like,
No.
I do have an eidetic memory when I need it. Did you need this?
you can see she just like looks at you after you do like the first two wipes and it's just like, I mean, if you could put it back, that would save me.
And so I go to put it back, and then I check behind, and it's blank or something.
Yeah.
I flip it around. My apologies. I am merely excited. I say completely deadpan.
I can tell the tone in your voice really speaks to that. And then just like is now looking back at the group and is like, so even if we were to think of some sort of propulsive method, I don't think it would be able to. Because there's so much into the spell that's currently pushing it. I don't know if you'd be able to fight the current back. Oh, and you can see she's like starts like scribbling something and starts like working on it. Like, what if we x'd out this and x'd out that and and just starts like really going to town. And
I'm gonna start drawing mechanisms and things that could like encapsulate or guide the current that whatever the spell creates. Like I'm just going off. I don't even have any idea how it works, and I'm just going.
perfect. So as all of this, I think this is a good place to kind of like leave off as all of the like scribbling, and we'll do the like
The montage.
thank you. The montage of the maths and stuff going up on the boards and whatnot. And we'll pick back up after a break because it's almost 8. I think is a good stop. So be right back. And we're back. All right.
Hey,
So as the math montage concludes, riveting stuff. I know you guys missed it on the break,
nerds.
but we find our uh, a new friend, kind of like getting to the end of their whiteboard, and they're like, hmm, oh, this is such an interesting conundrum. How do I turn it off? Hmm, you know,
Can I
maybe.
make an insight? Is she just messing with us?
Yeah, make an insight check.
These idiots don't know I'm gonna eat them.
So, I guess maybe the whole vibe of this place, Etrian, maybe you're hesitant on.
I've been unsettled since we got in the ocean. It's just worse now. Like I've gone into something that somehow is worse than just the ocean world.
They're like hanging out in somebody's kitchen.
Yeah, it's just unsettling. It's unnatural to me, and it just feels wrong.
Is
So-
this like the scene in Get Out where the girl's like fucking hesitating to pull her keys out of her purse?
it's it's maybe like it's a little like maybe it's because she gets to the end of the board and you see her just kind of like staring at it for a little while. And Heavy Neck, maybe you started getting the vibe when she said wizard. You got this like tinge of like interesting. It didn't come off the tongue as
It didn't seem genuine.
yeah, that specifically. Everything else up until then, and even Etra and you, everything else up until then, all seems legit. Like, um, but she kind of gets to the end of it, and she's like, you can see her hesitate, and she's like, you know what, I, I think, I think I have an idea. Let's go to the yeah, and she goes and she walks to like a back back room or back area, and like how do I explain this? In the lab, there's a back door. There we go. She goes to the back door of it, like there's another door, and you can see like it just looks like another door. And as
As she
she,
gets out of sight, can I just be like, something feels kind of off about this now to anyone who's near me?
Wait, Edrian, okay, so you're saying this out loud, okay. Yeah, I got like a weird vibe.
It's
Like
yeah.
for a
I'm gonna
little
say
bit.
I don't care. She's brilliant.
Is
What
she
the
though?
hell?
What is that? What does that stuff on the whiteboard mean,
Just-
Nasta?
What the hell is
doing
wrong with
himself
you
for the
people? She
show.
has been nothing but hospitable to us.
Just look
She's
around, man.
I
She's a
believe this may be
scientist.
our only hope of getting out of here.
She's a science wizard.
Just
She's
saying,
an elf living underwater.
But,
she
I
could be
mean,
fine.
same.
Just feel off.
You're meant for it.
Okay, I'm just okay. Fine.
I'm with Knockdown on this one.
That's fine. Me and Edrian will like stay back and be cautious.
Yeah, we're on alert. You guys relax and be hospitable to make up for us being weird.
I do
Alright,
not
just-
know the meaning of the word caution.
Just
Look.
don't be rude about it. Please.
For the record, Finn, I'm pretty sure she's all right, but it's just this like little tiny, like, and then Etrian said something. So yeah, I mean, it's
The
just
whole situation added up to a lot more than each individual thing. It's just weird.
I
math.
do not understand your math, Etrian. Perhaps I should withdraw my previous statement.
Maybe it's just so advanced you don't understand it. Nah.
yeah. Yeah, no. So
I will say, Nocton, as you're looking at her math and her like math, science math, whatever, magic math, it does
Glyphs.
all seem to be lining up, and like you're picking up like, and it's stuff that almost seems like beyond. It definitely is very in depth, and it's very like someone who's spent a lot of time working on this, and how they're coming about this type of information is very, um, it's like, and I mean, she said she spent a lot of time down here, which makes sense because this is a lot of like theories and stuff that she's worked out that is just like, wow, how the hell did she pull that off? Like, um, so it's all legit. It all looks legit. There's nothing about that seems off, but like as she comes back from it, she's like, I I guess I really had one focus for this, and it just I don't know how else to fix it, and I feel bad leaving you all your ship trapped there, but I just don't know how to turn it off right now.
Perhaps having resided here for some time, you may be able to tell us of an alternate route to our planned destination.
I never even asked, where are you guys going?
Well, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. There is some city of technology that I am aiming to find.
Oh, is it the lost
Heavy
city of
next.
Atlantis?
Heavy Neck's head is just going to slowly turn to Nocton. Can I? Am I out of her vision right now?
I mean, you're a tiny gnome. I'll give it to you, and a
I
rogue.
have.
If
I
you
mean,
if
I
you
have,
want to have been like,
Can we
I have
both
17 stealth.
can we both be behind her, just kind of going like this, like
Heavy Neck's eyes are only white because he is trying so hard to death stare at Nocton for the words that he just said.
having it, give me a stealth check. Just I just want to see. I just want to see how. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's good. So yeah, you're. She's not picking up on you. She's maybe focused on Knockdown. Like,
So pretty much, there once was a city that fell into the sea. We're trying to find the ruins of it if
Yeah,
they
it could
exist.
perhaps it could be Atlantis. I see Heavy Neck just like I'm just like, oh, oops. Uh, I say perhaps it could be Atlantis. And I just don't say anything else because I know if I do, I'll have to try and lie.
I would love to find the cradle of creation while we're down here.
uh,
For the moment, we are simply trying to
Test.
have the ability to leave.
of course, of course.
But how long have you been down here doing this research? This is extensive.
Oh, now that I think about it, it's been at least 50 years.
That would explain
I do
much.
occasionally take trips up. Like I do head up
Where are
to
you
the
from?
surface.
How do you manage that? Do you have a vehicle?
Oh no, teleportation.
Oh,
You see?
yes.
Look, no one's
Wait,
denying.
why aren't we teleporting out of here?
because we gotta
Well,
get
I
the
can't-
ship out.
I
If you
can't
can't
teleport the whole
teleport
damn
shit.
ship.
Right, but oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's usually it's limited to creatures. I have yet to figure out how to teleport anything that I can't carry. It would be really convenient if I could.
It would.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody could make me really, really fucking big, then I could teleport the ship.
Well,
So
sorry.
I could try.
Do you have anything that can make me really, really fucking big?
No, no, I don't. Here, and she starts like walking, and she's like, maybe, maybe if we go, I have I have another. It's not an exit as you're looking for, but I have another outdoor area that's closer to that. And she like walks and like if you guys follow her, she goes like up out of the lab and like down a hallway and then back like down a set of stairs and towards like what seems to be an exterior door. Um.
You keep any pets down here?
Oh no, I couldn't. I wouldn't. There's days I spend in the lab for hours on end. I tried having a goldfish. It didn't turn out well. Let's just say that.
You don't get lonely
Just
at
people
all.
wouldn't.
It's. I mean, I have
You,
things to
you said
keep
you
me.
do take trips, but where is that? Where do you go
Imagine-
to take trips?
I meant to,
Imagine
like,
keeping a fish contained in the bottom of the ocean.
Seems weird.
right? It'd be like a bird outside. Uh, I'm pulling up the world map because I need to figure out where she's actually from. I didn't think that far. Because that was like things I need to know, things that shouldn't matter. Oh, all right, never mind.
You mean the character's backstory? Yes, please.
I know, all right. I need every detail.
Well,
About
'cause,
this extremely interesting character.
yeah, she's literally existed in a place where nothing should exist.
uh, she's like, I mean, I technically hail from New Amman. I guess is where I grew up. Um, I
What
don't
is
know if
that?
we ever.
Is
I don't
that the
know
middle
if
one?
did we ever rename that, AJ?
No, we need to, but
Whatever. For now, New
she
Amman.
comes from the west coast of Irium.
Yes, there. I know we stole names and never renamed them, but yeah. So
Yeah.
um,
How high up does the jet stream go? Like what are the dimensions of it?
it's about, and she can see she's trying to like, she goes and like starts looking at one of her drawings that has what seems to be like, and as you're looking at it, it looks like essentially a diagram of the jet stream, and she's like, it's about 2 miles in length, and it's pretty wide currently. I've been playing with width expansion.
What about like top to bottom? Depth, I guess.
Depth?
What's the
Oh,
girth?
about a quarter mile, like circle.
Ooh.
Okay. So could you potentially do you have
If
any
we could reverse the stream, it is likely that we could escape it before we run into something. I'm just like drawing like geometric diagrams, but but that is only if it can be reversed.
Let me here. I have an outdoor area. And you can see she's scribbled a bunch of things, and she's like, "That's not a bad idea. Let me see," and like starts leading you guys towards another door, not the front door you came in, but another like, but seemingly exterior door. Um, and she opens it, and it's just like you can see the like wall of water essentially at like the door frame, and she takes a step out into the water. Um, and then kind of like gestures back to the group of you like if you we can go back in a moment. I've just and you can see there's like it seems like there's like a tiny you probably can make it out from the door. There's a flow that seems to be flowing towards like kind of in like a tinier cavern that's essentially blocked from what you can see from the door. It kind of just dead ends essentially. um she's like, if you could come out, I could we can try. I can test it on this one. We can see if
I'm just gonna walk through.
yeah. So you walk through and you're back into cold water. It's a little bit. This water is actually warmer than like the regular ocean, and there are like kind of lights set up, and you can see like it does seem like there's. It's a little bit more comfortable of a space, but it is exterior of the house and water. It's just like ocean water.
Check it out, above ground swimming pool.
She laughs at that one. Um. So yeah, as she's like, all right, let's try this, and you can see she like starts like working towards incantation of the spell. And Etrian, you maybe recognize some of the movements of this, but it's different than your interpretation of the control water spell.
Yeah.
Um, and as you're all kind of standing there, she like casts it, and you all feel yourselves pulled towards it. Uh, and as you kind of like you all feel yourselves pulled towards this like thing, and as you kind of like get pulled towards it and like see around the corner of this, you see this like big black circle of swirlingness that you're all
Fucking
now being pulled towards.
how's my math looking now, Nocton?
That
Yeah.
looks like a portal to me.
And as she
Yeah.
does it, she's like, I really hate to do this, but and then casts the spell towards you. So we can roll
Foolish.
initiative. As
She's a little line.
hold on, let me before you guys go any further, let me pull up.
Oh, is this some Little Shop of Horrors bullshit?
Yeah. She's all dressed nicely, but she's some fucking asshole.
Feed me, Seymour.
Wait, is the
You know,
initiative
I was gonna
tracker up?
ask her if
No,
there were
it's
any
not.
other
I'm still
gods around.
I'm trying to find a blank water. Okay. There's a blank
I
water
realize
page.
I can't. I have to rejoin as a GM because I can't control my own character.
Okay, you guys should be on a big blank page.
Yeah.
And let me get the initiative tracker up. It's probably gonna, yeah. Can you guys see anything on the initiative tracker, or do I need to delete it and re-add it?
I cannot see anything.
Okay.
Oh, I could.
Oh.
I'm in GM mode. So I can hopefully.
probably could have done a little bit better job of prepping an actual map, but I didn't know where you guys would like turn, and I didn't want to draw every single square inch of this facility.
Don't worry, I got me.
Wait.
All right, I forgot how to add my turn order again.
No, I
It
can.
should be a 12.
I'll add it, and then
There
you
you
guys
go.
can adjust it.
I got it right once.
Yeah, no. That's because I screwed it up there. You're in, and should be able to edit it. Who isn't? Finn knocks on heavy neck. Cool. Everyone's in. All right.
We do have Moby's dick, so we should
Yes.
try.
Good thing. Just fucking put it right through her throat.
Not what I was implying, but I mean, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, Heavy Neck wants to do that after this little fucking nonsense.
I just want to live to be able to say I told you so.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I'm building myself a cavern. So that like pink is the house or the exterior of the house, and then there's like these are all like rock faces, and you were seeing kind of like a swirling current here that and then there are like little lights and stuff in this area, and then there's a door. So you guys are technically, I'll move you. You haven't necessarily been fully tossed into it, but you've been tossed towards it. Um,
Where's the black portal thingy?
it
Maybe down
is
here.
yes. So I will make it in a different color than black because I made everything else black. Uh, let's go with yellow. Just put it at the end of it. And then of course I need her. Library uploads assets, free assets, characters. We'll just use a wizard. All right. So yeah, she kind of casts you up towards it, and there's now this kind of like pull of water everywhere that you guys are feeling now, kind of dragging you towards it, towards that space. And oddly, she does not seem affected by this.
Of course she doesn't yield.
And I should actually turn the screen
No,
to
no.
it. All right, cool, perfect. And huzzah! So, wait,
I'm assuming this is difficult terrain.
yes, if you don't actively work against it, you are pulled towards it every turn. Um, so essentially on 20 on the initiative tracker, you guys are gonna get pulled towards it, and then you can kind of go from there. Um, and she needs an initiative. Of course, whatever. She did get the sneak attack.
Suck it.
I
Yes.
guess I can't really complain.
She got the first
Yeah,
swing in.
I know. All right, so as you all feel yourself pulled towards this space, Heavenek, you're up.
All right, so it's half speed.
It's half speed. If you're moving towards it, it's double speed, though I wouldn't suggest it. If you're moving away from it, it's half speed.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you guys want to get creative, I don't want to tell you how to play your characters.
No. Oh, I'm gonna get creative, buddy. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna take my chain and I'm gonna try and wrap it around her and grapple her.
But, okay, give me a grapple check. All right. She is not super acrobatic.
And can I do this using my first attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do grapple her, and you can feel her kind
All
of
right,
like
cool. So
she gets
now that
hooked, and she's like she kind of laughs a little bit and is like, "Oh, a chain. That's cute."
yeah, that's fine. And then I'm gonna stab her.
Make an attack roll. All right, that hits.
32 points of piercing and sneak attack damage.
Perfect.
Oh, and then I have my bonus action. So I'm gonna do it again. No, sorry. Yeah, no. That was just my bonus action because I, for some reason, thought I had two attacks. Because I don't have two and another one.
Yeah, you have
Yeah, so I'm
attack
done.
and a bonus action. Okay.
Yeah,
All
so she's grappled, and then I use my bonus action to stab.
right. Okay, perfect.
I am done. Got you now, bitch.
Let me add something real quick so I don't forget. Okay. So, Heavyneck, you go, and then uh, everyone is going to get pulled 15 feet towards the portal. So,
I mean, I'm anchored to her.
you don't. Everyone else does. Uh,
Guys.
and I'll say probably someone who's close to it, probably Finn, since you've been kind of very perceptive this adventure. You see what seems to be uh, maybe like an inky black tentacle starting to like reach out of the portal. Um, but it's just maybe like a couple feet out of it at the moment. Um, Sheila, you're up.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna use what is it? Half movement speed. So I'm gonna go 20. Is that 20 right? Oh, I can go one more square. Cool. All right. There's 20 feet. I'm not close enough to attack, so I'm gonna go blade beam.
Is
Then
grappled, so you have advantage.
Yeah,
I don't think
so
that doesn't give advantage. That just
Oh
stops.
yeah, sorry.
Has to be restrained, right?
Yeah.
so does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Cool for 13 damage, and then I will enter into an underwater rage.
Nice, nice.
So, are you boiling?
Yeah. So actually, there's just like little bubbles coming off of me right now.
Um, at the end of your turn, uh, Sheila, I almost said anyway, uh, she's gonna look at you, Heavy Neck, and she's just gonna attempt to strike you. Actually, let's see. Is freeing from a grapple, that's an action, right? Not an attack?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so she's just gonna strike you. Um,
Good luck.
I know, she's probably gonna miss, but she's gonna try.
18.
Fuck is... Did I not actually give her a weapon? Because I gave her all spells. Of course.
They're never gonna get close enough.
Well, it's not even that. I just wasn't. I was thinking like, oh, spells. All the spells I might need is the other thing. Okay, she has a dagger, so it's not going to be very impressive. Um, do 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 do. 5 plus 6 plus 11. All right.
Oh ho ho!
That's where I got my crit. Ready for this? Ooh, 11 damage.
Wow! Ouch!
So you don't see it coming as she like sneaks a dagger up into your chest and kind of like scrapes across, like scrapes under your whatchamacallit?
You gonna pay for that, you bitch?
Knockdown, you're up.
So I am getting pulled towards it, and can I would I know where the spell is originating? Like if the portal would be like the center of the spell?
So you pick up that it's the spell itself. So you're, I guess, what are you picking up? So you notice that there was a current flowing in this direction to begin with, like in this area.
Yeah.
In like this area. She cast a spell that now made this area kind of more difficult to deal with. And then this doesn't seem necessarily as a huge part of any of it.
But would I assume that it is a spell of some sort creating that portal?
Creating the portal?
Yeah.
No, you don't. I guess yes, but it's not something that
So I can't dispel the portal.
you could try. I'm trying to think of what it would be. This is a tough one. I'd say you could definitely try to dispel it. It'd be very difficult because it was cast by a very powerful creature, but um, yeah, you could definitely try.
Okay, now I get to draw a new face,
Um,
a real one.
I mean, my DC is not the dispel DC would only be 13. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna immediately well, no, I would try to cast a spell magic on it.
it is magical, so um,
Why,
all right.
why won't it let me? Oh, there it is. So spell save is it's 18. I'm aiming it at the portal.
Okay. I have to remember how this works on things that
Think-
are.
Nocton, don't you have to roll to try to dispel it if it's above if it's above a third level spell?
Yeah, I gotta. It's me trying to figure out what the spell level is. Any third level or lower. Spells level bonus. What? Okay, I guess first question is, what level are you casting your dispel magic at?
Third level.
Third level. Okay, so it's a DC 19
Okay, so I have to get above a 19
to dispel it. It is a ninth level spell.
and so I just do an intelligence roll to do that.
Yes, yeah. So it'd be your spellcasting modifier. So yeah, it would just be an intelligence roll.
Okay, so and I get advantage. Or sorry, that was my wait. I didn't hold on. I have a thing that lets me re-roll. Can't remember which of my powers.
How many
is.
rolls
Hold
can I make on this?
No, it is, but I can't remember which one it's. Vulcan Dispassion, advantage. So I got a 15, and I can roll a d4. Cross your fingers. Ah!
Oh no.
No. And I think that's all I can do. Let me just double check. Okay, I'm gonna see it fizzle, and I'm gonna action surge and do it again.
Now, can you cast another spell with action surge if you?
Hold on.
Because I think
Yes.
you can.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
The rule is you can cast 2 fireballs with action surge.
because it's
So,
not the
okay.
same turn essentially.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so then so an
'Cause it's 2 full
intelligence
actions.
roll.
That makes sense.
There we go.
Oh shit. So first one fizzles and you're like, wait.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm like struggling against the current. So I have the cloak of the manta ray, so technically I can I have normal movement right now because
Okay.
it's 60 swimming. But so I kind of just like go back and just wing another spell at it.
Yeah. So you watch as this like big inky black portal just kind of like swirls and it just disappears. The current's still going, but now it's just going towards like a wall, essentially,
boy.
just like a black
Got it.
wall. Uh,
And then in the end, I'm going to once I see that it's sort of closing, I'm gonna swim backwards this direction.
you can see as you do that, she just looks across and she's just like, "What?" Very astonished by the fact that this was just
He's
removed.
like really smart.
Uh, yeah. So Finn, you're up.
All right. Finn was swirling up a fucking lightning ball to chuck into the black hole. So it disappears. So it disappears, and he is going to he's gonna just turn around and fucking chuck it at her.
Nice. Alright.
He's gonna be like, well, all right. Everyone, to be fair, this chick is not a wizard. That was some bullshit.
Yeah,
Alright.
me and Etrian said so.
That was some kind of dark deity that she is trying to feed.
I knew there were elder gods down here.
Um,
Don't
so
trust
she
So-
fails.
Eat 39 lightning damage. In the water.
Right, because we've had it.
Does that mean we
Also-
all get lightning?
Yes, yeah, sorry, everyone around her.
Yeah, you like set it on her. Cool.
So theoretically, she takes 39 lightning damage, and I feel like everyone else takes, or she takes double that, but everyone else takes 39 lightning damage, as the entire place just gets like electrified for a moment.
Well, it would just be Heavy and Sheila,
Oh, okay.
because I centered it right on her.
All right. So
I have evasion.
You're grappled. Does it count?
so
I-
He's not grappled.
Well, isn't he grappling her?
With the chain, though.
Yeah, the
It's-
chain is that's next to my back. I can still like.
if you're
push
doing,
on.
I'm just curious. I want to, yeah.
no, you're fair. It's fair. Grapple
Whose team
doesn't.
are you on?
All grapple does is bring your movement speed to 0, so it doesn't do
Yeah.
anything
Got it.
else.
Cool.
It essentially
Yeah,
just
and your
stops you.
name.
You can still dodge and roll a dip and whatever and attack and all that other fun shit.
Sheila has to deck save. Sorry.
I don't think Sheila heard you.
I did not.
Hmm?
Oh, it did go. Wait,
Did
what?
Really?
I don't see it.
I don't see it. Ghost roll.
I need to make a dex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom,
There it
17.
is.
So you take 39 lightning damage.
Sorry.
Good job. No, you're not.
That was intended for fucking the Kraken back then.
Can you make it go in a straight line?
No.
Are you sure?
We should make a podcast about that.
What?
Oh.
I heard the gift talking about it one time.
We should make a song about that. About lightning. It exists.
Yeah.
Finn, do you
Short
have anything else
podcast.
you want to do? Bonus action?
Oh,
or-
no.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to use my movement 5, 10, 15, and I guess I can only go half speed, so 15. Here I am.
Perfect. Uh,
Does she have to make any kind of check to see if she maintains concentration on that thing?
on the water.
Yep.
Oddly, no. You assume
Oh,
it's based on all of her practice with this spell. It's no longer
gotcha.
concentration.
Okay.
Little bitch. I just hate her more and more.
All right, Etrian, you're up.
All right. I don't know if I can do this, but I want to go.
It's always a great start.
I want to go to here, line myself up with her. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind and point it down, and then like rocket up towards her.
Okay.
There
I
we
want to
go.
propel myself with Gust of Wind. It's a line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from any direction you choose for the spell's duration. It's concentration up to a minute. Each
You
creature
go
that's done,
jet stream.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. That works.
sweet. So I'm gonna like rocket up towards her, and at the very last second, I want to wild shape into an earth elemental and just smash into her.
Okay, all right. So I'll say, let's see, you got 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25. Okay, so yeah, all right. So uh roll 3d6 uh damage as you slam into her.
Oh, that's terrible. That's so bad.
You're the smallest earth elemental.
It's probably less the like it's not that you don't like hit her hard, it's just that like you hit her and like she a lot of the
She moved.
momentum is just kind of like soaked as she kind of like buffers back a few feet and bounces into the wall.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say Heavy, you're pulled with her.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm connected to her, so here we go.
um, yeah, but you right into her and she just kind of like you can see the wind get knocked out of her and she's not having a great day.
All right.
Perfect.
Good enough. Then that's my turn.
Um, that moment she's gonna kind of like look at this everyone and just be like, um,
Yeah, more trouble than you thought, huh?
I should have known.
Should be our slogan.
um, yeah, at that moment you're gonna see her kind of like wave her hands and go to cast. Yeah, go to cast Misty Step. I guess does anyone try and counterspell it?
Yep. Sure
Okay.
do. I heard you say that shit.
Um,
Boom. Countered.
so it's cast at 5th level
Oh, bitch.
because
So
warlocks.
DC 15.
Yeah.
Come on,
Okay.
Finn.
Now, do I do just charisma or do I do like spell attack?
So
It's
it's
just charisma,
plus
right?
your spellcasting modifier, your ability,
Okay.
spellcasting ability. So it's your
So my
your
charisma.
roll is plus charisma, and you're
Okay.
trying to beat a 15.
17.
All right. So yeah, you
Nice.
can see her be like, and look like, all right, I gotta get out of here. And as she like
Finn,
casts,
Finn's Finn's gonna look at her and be like, nope, I'm on to you, bitch.
you could she looks like now there wasn't a lot of fear in her eyes before, but now as that fails, you can see her like, um, this is very unfortunate.
For you.
It's about to be.
She just kind of like puts her hands up.
You're wrong crew.
She's like, I think we could work out something. I mean, obviously you want to get your boat out of here, don't you?
Yeah, but maybe if we kill you, the jet stream stops.
I don't know if it's that convenient.
And I have full faith that my mates could probably dissect all of your research and figure it out.
Was that an elder god?
Perhaps.
I knew it.
But
Those books that Etrian reads all the time. It's just
you have to know that we can't trust you. So
She just has her hands up like,
I say kill it.
it probably wouldn't be in your best interest, but so be it. She's just
Eh.
like,
Insight check.
I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
give me an insight check.
Can I make one too since I'm right up there?
Yes.
I'm gonna use a luck point and roll again.
Okay.
So
Yay.
much better. So glad I did that.
Hey,
Can't tell.
So,
cool. Well, I'm still on board with Team Killer.
yeah, I didn't back down at all this whole time.
No, that's fine. She's just like, it's not in your best interest.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn. Sorry.
Cool. I'm gonna swim. Is there any room to get behind her so I can get flanked? Or like, can I like swim above her
Yeah,
and
you
angle
can
myself?
you can maneuver yourself into direction that.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do that while still grappled onto her with my the chain, and once I get above her, um, I have a quick release. Well, not a quick release. Like I have a button that I can jam that like actually like just quickly reels it in. I mean, it's not a lot of weight, but in the
Yeah.
water, I'm gonna hit it and have it pull me straight to her. So that I mean, it doesn't. I don't move any. It's just flavor that I pull tight,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna come in with both daggers and just
Nice.
and advantage. Hold on. So the first one,
Definitely
second
hits.
one.
Also hits.
Nice.
Okay, so first one is 38 points of piercing and sneak attack, plus another 11, so 49 points of piercing and sneak attack damage. Hold on. Actually, hold on. Sorry, guys. There's one thing. She doesn't have any like arcane focus or like anything in her hands that like seem to be doing anything, right?
Um, she probably has an arcane focus of some sort.
I
Whether
was
you.
gonna say, I have I took Battlemaster.
Okay.
Fesso taught me how to disarm, so I'm gonna try and go for the important thing in her hand this time and like stab her right in the wrist. She's
Okay.
gonna have to make a DC 19 strength saving throw
Okay.
or drop her arcane focus.
So she lets it go, and it just kind of like floats down and hits the sand below her. She's like, shit.
All right, that's it.
All right. Everyone who's not currently linked, I'll say Etrin, you don't have to do this. Uh, everyone else is pulled 15 feet towards the portal. And
Well, towards the wall.
yeah, towards the wall. Portal's gone. Yoink. And Sheila, you're up. It's more of
All
an
right.
inconvenience for Sheila.
Come back up to my 20 feet. And I'm going to latch on now, too.
Just one hand on the chain.
Give me a grapple check, just for
What is a grapple check? It's just straightforward.
athletics. For you,
Yes.
it'll be athletics. So it's actually athletics with advantage because you're raging. Not that it really matters because she can't beat the 29. Yeah. So you are easily holding on to her. All right. So that's technically your first attack.
You have another. Now you can make an attack.
Just gonna go straight at her now. Reckless. Boom.
Oh, oh God. Yeah, no way we're salvaging her.
What is that? Is that 3 attack die now?
So it's double your damage dice, plus you get a bonus because you're raging. You get extra damage just because
My
that's
God.
how barbarians work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
brutal.
I could look it up if you need the exact, but
I just can't remember if it because I just got an extra die on it now.
if you roll your normal double damage, we'll see if you even need to worry about it.
Yeah. I like the sound of that.
So there's 36, and then I can do that again twice.
Yeah. So how does Sheila want to do this?
Sheila's just gonna grab onto the chain that Heavy Neck has, and she's just gonna take her sword and just slowly and heavy through the water, just decapitate her.
And the head just kind of like rolls off and just floats for a second, and she's just like, you can see she's very upset by this, as like right before it happens.
Is she-
I would hope so.
It's very upset by
I'm very upset with my head.
I'm sorry.
It's just that like that's the look on her face that freezes there as it just kind of like rolls off, and the body just kind of like collapses into the chain. And as you guys do this, the pull of the water doesn't stop, but you watch as the wall of the house flickers, and then the house just disappears.
Oh yeah, then
Um,
where are we now?
so now you just see like you're actually not that far from the entrance you came in originally. It's like the proportions of this house did not make sense with the space that it was enveloping, but
Yeah.
there's like a tiny small cavern that if like you kind of fight through the current, you're able to swim through the open space that the house was existing in and get to the entrance if you like.
I would like to pick up the spell focus and like attempt to rummage through whatever's left on the body.
So
I feel like I want to make Utag sniff that thing.
as you kind of start like rummaging through the body and whatnot, there's really not much. There's the spell focus. It didn't like she was just wearing like the dress, so there's just clothing. And considering it's like essentially if you killed someone in their like pajamas, they're not really carrying anything.
Live
That's
alone, right?
embarrassing.
So yeah, it's basically just a dead body. There's not really much to rummage through, unfortunately. And as you like look over, the house has just disappeared.
That bitch. Well,
Looks like our only option now is to try to get into the jet stream and just ride it the rest of the way down.
all right. So, tell Tolland we were fucking with him the whole time. We're on our way back.
Colin, this is Mom Bear. We're on our way back. Disregard everything.
About fucking time, Jesus! Were you guys taking a Sunday stroll?
It was a piss break.
Yeah, whatever. Just get back here.
We did get lunch though.
Yeah, and it's easy enough for you guys to journey kind of back towards the ship. You see your previous things, and it's now like pitch black again in this whole area. There are a few of the lights in this like test area where the stream is still going into the wall. You could see like those lights were permanent, but once you guys kind of leave that like area, it's back to being pitch black, and you're eventually able to traverse back down the pathway and find yourselves back at the ship. And you look over, the stream of water is still pouring into this cavern.
Before we get there, can I just chirp up and be like, so what are we telling them happened? Just like, should we fuck with them?
We fought an elder god and won.
We found an elder god. Should we tell them there's an elder god in the thing in whatever she dropped?
In whatever she dropped.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we should.
We
Absolutely.
should convince one of them that there's an elder god trapped.
To be honest, we do not know if there actually is. And I
That
just
is
kind of like pull
true.
it out.
Wait, how do you not know? Also, gotta say that was pretty impressive with the way you shut down that whole portal thing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I figured it would be better to eliminate the unknown threat and then deal with the small wafy woman thing.
Yeah. I just latched onto her.
You did good as well.
It was effective.
It was super effective, one could say.
Well, so is decapitating her fucking head.
I could see she was very upset by that.
Yeah. She looked upset.
I would also be upset. I am a
Trust
little
me.
upset I do not have access to those formulas any longer, but I do recall some of them.
Yeah.
The
So would
upset
dispel
one
magic
line.
work on this too?
I need to know the source of the magic. So if we follow it to the other end where it started, perhaps. But I would likely need to sleep.
Should we rest on the ship? It's not going anywhere.
That seems like a wise plan.
Do you think maybe there's something like outside of the cavern?
Yeah.
That's the source.
Oh no.
Anybody want to like go check it out?
Yeah, I'm down if you wanna.
Go look around real quick.
Sure.
So where are you guys attempting to go?
Just outside of the cavern, like
Where you guys are, where the ship is?
yeah, like
Okay.
where the ship is, but like outside of the cavern, like
Can we watch the drone footage of like the area around the opening of the cavern?
So as you guys start you guys start journeying towards the entrance to the cavern, and it starts getting more and more difficult for you to walk because as you're getting closer, the current is picking up, and the current just kind of, it's odd because you expect it to like go somewhere or move somewhere or do something like that, but like it's just kind of like pouring and then stopping. But like you get to a point where you can't swim up it. You're at kind of the mouth of the cavern, and you can see it's like there's the mouth of the cavern, and this flow just kind of goes up this large, like really tall ravine, almost like a it's almost like a large tube, but it's like it'd be like standing at the bottom of a waterfall is the best way I can describe it. So you're kind of just like at the tail end of this like just
Underwater waterfall.
I
Yeah.
feel like we should just go and try and turn it off, but we need to get like it's like you said he would need to rest.
Have an idea though.
so there's no way we could get to like the other side of the outside of the cavern that isn't under the waterfall.
it like dumps into the cavern essentially. So there's one way in and out, and it is this
Oh,
flow. That's
gotcha.
yeah.
Hey,
So
Etrian, if you turn into one of those rock guys, can like
into one of those what? Oh, the rock guys. I
yeah,
can travel
what if you
through
turn into a water elemental? Could you just like kind of like whoosh?
potentially, but I had another idea too. Can Phantasma cast polymorph?
She nods.
So can anyone cast enlarge reduce? Because what if we had 4 whales and three regular sized whales and one giant whale pulling the ship?
Well, that would be a trick, wouldn't it?
Or we all turn into mammoths, and then I can turn 2 people into mammoths. We tie them onto the ship, and I cast walk on water, and we just on the mammoths, and their mass pulls us straight up through it. And then
I believe
drop
we would
down.
all die due to massive, very quick decompression at that point.
No, we don't, because we don't go all the way up. We just use it to get out of this area. We go like a
How is
ship
the,
500 feet.
Can we make the opening larger? And then that way, like it'll give us more of an opening, so we could just kind of like pass. Because is it the narrow opening that is causing us to like be able to like be? She said this thing was pretty wide though, right?
The
It
flow
was
is
like
pretty
a quarter
wide.
mile, yeah.
Yeah, but and like the cavern opening is decently wide. It's not as big as the full flow as she was describing it, but it's just the problem that you guys are running into is the entire way in and out all has this aggressive flow coming in. So
It's
like
basically like a funnel, like funneling in to the cavern.
essentially. So you have
Okay.
all of this just kind of like forcing itself inward towards you.
Yeah, I
I
just
believe
want
we try the water walk.
yeah.
It'll work. And then we drop concentration on polymorph. They just turn back into themselves, and they're tethered to the boat, so they can't go anywhere.
Hmm.
These are all
I
great
mean-
ideas. I can't wait for you to try one.
It's kind of out of my wheelhouse, so if you think you know, then let's fucking do it.
I mean, obviously my plan gets my vote.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Turn me into a whale.
What was it? What was the plan again?
So, we all have water breathing already. So me and Phantasma polymorph 2 people into mammoths, and then I can cast water walk on those 2 people, and they shoot up past the opening of the cave. And then we drop concentration on polymorph. They turn back into people, so they don't pull the boat up the rest of the way and kill us. And then we're out.
Okay. All right, and then we're gonna have to follow it up with an immediate, like, control water to like not have us just fall straight back down.
Not fall straight back down, yeah. And then we can figure it out from there. Maybe gust of wind be enough to propel the boat up?
No.
You realize that the boat does have a mechanism to,
Ascend, right?
ascend.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
So
So
why don't we just?
once we get out of here with the you can't ascend to the waterfall though.
We haven't tried.
Well, we couldn't get out of the flow of it in the first place.
I will say during the flow, you probably tried to maneuver it, and it may have worked a little bit, but not to the extent you wanted it to. So it unfortunately doesn't like. It's so aggressive of a flow. There's not enough like capacity in the inflation chambers. I don't know if fucking submarines are to actually like
Alice?
fight. Thank you.
You're
To
welcome.
fight the current. For having run a ship campaign for as long as we have, you think I've learned any of this? But anyway,
This is new. Submarines are new.
There is a
Did
diagram.
Nocturne just invite the first one?
technically yes. So,
Yeah.
uh,
So I said we get a long rest and then Dumbo up out of here.
I mean, I'm into it using the old mammoth balloons.
Yeah.
This seems ill-advised. I'm in.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Want to do
But-
this?
Now-
Could there
Now,
be, could
once-
you guys do anything to make the hole wider so that the ship, because just so was it a tight fit?
it's not that tight. It, like
Alright.
there's a decent amount of room. The problem is that it's all like flow towards you. So
Yeah,
like
all
that.
right, I'm into it. I'm into this whole mammoth water walk idea.
Once
Alright.
we're up above the flow, can you repolymorph us into whales or sharks or something so we can just pull ourselves out?
Well, we can once we get out of the pool of it, we're fine because Nocturne said we can steer it a bit out of the water. But we could, if I get a long rest, we could do that. Well, yeah, so I should be able to do that if we have to. We have a couple options once we get out of it.
Yeah, but the long and short of it is we need to get it. You need to take a long rest, right?
I mean, I could do it now. I have enough spell slots.
Okay, let's fucking do it.
All right. I want to be a mammoth.
All right.
All right,
let's get
Operation
these
Sad
harnesses
Elephant.
ready. Yeah,
But why not Operation Dumbo?
that's
Somebody
what I was
else?
saying.
Somebody else who can swim should be the other mammoth.
I have water walking as a ring, so I can also just be a mammoth.
All right, so you two, and then we get harnessed up to the whale harnesses, and let's get the hell out of here.
So as you and Phantasma cast polymorph on Finn and Sheila,
Yep.
you watch as two mammoths erupt into this area, and you're able to like hook the ship to them.
Yeah.
And they start walking towards the entrance to this cavern, and it starts getting difficult, but they're able to continue pushing through it, and essentially get to the point where like you're kind of just at the edge of it, to the point where like you're past the lip, but it's the flow is starting to get pretty aggressive at this point, so it's this kind of like very slow movement, but you are now technically there's nothing above you at the moment. Oh.
All right, as soon as we're there, and look at everybody, and then start, and then like, all right, everybody, hang on, and then cast walk on water, or water walk.
So as you cast water walk on them, you watch as they start progressing upwards. Um, and whereas you expected it to be this like super aggressive like to the top, it just kind of go. They start progressing at like 60
You
feet.
start floating.
So slow.
It's like 60 feet per round, which apparently is what the spell now says. I feel like they updated it because I don't think the spell used to say that. But anyway, so now it's just kind of like you guys feel the boat, and it's interesting because like the mammoths seem unaffected by the flow of water, though it is aggressive on you. It's not slowing your pace. You are moving very clearly at 60 feet per round, and the boat is just like getting like deluged by all of this water. And maybe like there's a point where like you guys watch as like little pieces of it are like creaking under the stress of all of this water against it.
Oh no.
But eventually it's able to like eventually you pop out of the stream and now you're just continuing to float upward.
Give it a couple seconds, and then once we're like well above it, I would end my polymorph, and let Phantasma do the same if she's ready.
So you end polymorph on Finn and Sheila, you continue just rising upward.
Grab onto this
Oh
strap.
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
um, yeah, so I guess Finn and Sheila, do you do anything like how do you stop water walking from working?
I'm going to grab Sheila, or I'm going to grab for Sheila.
Okay.
And then
Do you?
Sheila's just gonna swim. She's gonna throw her
Swim
ring
against
off
it.
it. Yeah, just throw a ring off and swim.
Oh, because you
Well-
didn't cast it on yourself, you used via your ring.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you pull the ring off, and the spell essentially stops for you, and you're able to just like so Sheila stops, and now Finn, you're like reaching towards Sheila, and you're still going.
And
Sheila's
you
gonna like back swim and catch him. And then
Yeah, he's just gonna dimension door into the boat.
he like catches nothing. I fell out.
You dimension door into the boat, and then get pulled to the top of the boat, and you're just like stuck up against it for
What?
for the remaining duration, and unless someone dispels the spell.
Wait,
You guys good up there?
the boat's not full of water, is it?
Oh, that's a good point. You're not in water anymore. Thank
Yeah.
you. So yeah, as you reappear in the boat, your feet land on the ground, and you are all set. That's a good point, because it wouldn't work because there's no water.
Yeah. I can't believe that worked.
Well, that was enjoyable. I would do that again.
So yeah, you guys
My
now
original
have the
idea
boat.
way back when was latching on the like we were using the whales cast water walk on mammoths and use them to pull our boat along real fast, but this was cool too.
So
So, wagers
tell
on
me
which
where I'm
elder god
driving.
is in the bracelet?
Oh yeah, do you want to detect some magic in there? Can we investigate that then?
Oh yeah.
Can somebody tell me where I'm fucking sailing this thing? Finn, I need my eyes. Look at the rock later.
I can't do. Yeah, I can't do that again for a while.
You can't use your eyes.
Well, I can use my eyes. I don't have the
No.
extended. I
Could
don't have
you
the
make
extended
use of your eyes?
vision.
If we take a long rest, I can cast daylight.
Can somebody help me find a place to put this thing down safely so we can take the long rest?
Phantasma's
Sheila.
like, I got this, heavy neck, and you can see as she like leaves the port and turns back into like a shark and just slowly. It's a much slower progress, but eventually slowly kind of leads it to a spot where you guys can settle down and
Okay.
out in a relatively safe spot.
No algae, no things that are gonna explode.
Nothing
no
that you can see now.
somehow friends that are now people are gonna kill us and sacrifice us to like an elder god.
um,
Any
You
elder
know,
god.
in a way, I feel bad for her because like
Why?
she seemed like a very smart person, and it seemed like maybe she was under the influence of someone evil.
Maybe the only reason she was smart was because she sold her soul for intelligence.
That's
She was also
Well-
very upset when I chopped her head off.
well, any intelligence.
I could see that.
Very upset with that. I don't know. Oh, that was incredible.
I mean, maybe in another world she could have been good, but oh well.
Oh, she shouldn't have attacked us
She was very kind.
up
Yeah, she
until
was
the
really
end.
nice
there.
right up to the point where she tried to feed you to a
Yeah,
god.
well,
So.
the vast majority of the people who try to kill us are not very nice to us beforehand. So
Truth.
I feel like it's negated somehow.
actually, those pirates
Actually,
were very nice to us before they like invited us all to dinner and then tried to kill us when they could have just killed us in the bar. So I guess they were nice to us beforehand.
and she was only being nice because she was gonna murder us. I feel like that's
Yeah,
not
there was a
great,
whole
you
like
know,
song
like-
and dance.
yeah. She was lying and manipulating and probably laughing the whole time. Like these idiots, I'm gonna sacrifice them. So good.
Yeah, all for her
Or
weird.
maybe, or maybe
elder-
she was thinking like, oh, these poor souls, I have to sacrifice them. That's too bad. No.
And she was evil.
What is evil though? Like what really like
I
you
feel like
know,
sacrificing people to an elder god is a pretty good start.
I mean
Because elder gods don't really have the best intention for us, and I'm using this in a hilarious way. Small folk.
Yeah.
yeah, like you. Yeah. So but like an elder god says, hey, feed these people to me. Do you really have a choice?
Yeah, you could not do it.
You could not create the portal and just walk away.
That's right. Just say no. to
Can you walk
interdimensional
away
elder
from an
Just
elder
say
god?
no to elder gods.
Yeah, that's it.
Should make a little shirt that says that.
Yeah.
That's the T-shirt. Say no to interdimensional elder god.
Yeah, as I always say, the gods are frauds. So
Yeah. And then on the back on the lower butt, it'll say that D10 though.
That's- Oh my God.
All right. So we found some place to sleep. Does anybody want to polish off this bottle and this bottle with me in the captain's quarters?
I can have a drink.
What do these bottles look like? Because it's been a while since you've had
No,
a
these are
bottle.
the ones that I got from the Captain Piccolo and his safe. Because he
These are-
had like 3 really nice bottles of brandy that were then like moved with the safe. So these are the 2.
oh, I got a gold necklace from that guy.
Yeah. He had a
Oh,
bunch of weird shit. But
And
yeah.
I got an arcane focus from him too. I never used it.
guys, I'll be right
Sheila,
back. Can I
Sheila
run?
realizing that it's gonna be Thaddeus's booze that they're drinking is just
It's
going.
Daddy's men's booze, but yeah.
Still his.
Yeah.
Can I
So
run to Port Royal and pick up some street buns or whatever they were called? There's some food.
Yeah, we can go right now. You want to go?
Guys, I'll be right back. Maybe run for some food.
I'm down.
Yeah.
We could
Oh.
yeah, and if we're gonna go, we could also just check on Aharic and see all the other people that are from Aspire that are hanging out there.
Real quick though, point of order. Heavy neck, where's my daggers?
Oh man, they're so nice.
Almost forgot.
Yes, they are.
I thought of a name, Finn's Twins. How
I
do we-
like that. I'll keep them.
Ah,
Thank you.
We didn't get any more +2 stuff from the evidence locker. Weren't there a couple +2 weapons in there?
Wait,
Yeah,
what do you mean you didn't get any more? What else did you guys fucking find in that evidence locker that you're not sharing?
Swords, maces.
There are nothing.
And that sounds like a great time
Thanks,
to bring
Jack.
this one to a conclusion, guys.
Yeah, Heavy Neck just pointing the finger and inside checking all these motherfuckers.
um, yeah. So to be fair, it is now 9:15, and I think this is a good time to wrap.
Good.
Up.
Good set.
As
Good
much as
part.
I'd love to listen to you guys banter, thank you all for listening. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. And come back next Wednesday. Thanks for watching.
Fucking elephant balloon.